Greetings once again, Internet. I am, as always, your host, the Nightmare Nerd. For this episode of Scary Good Drinks, we shall be paying commemoration to the return of Game of Thrones to television. As you all know, it has recently debuted its new season, much to the relief of its frenzied fanbase. Much to my relief as well, because I have to interact with several Game of Thrones fans on a regular basis, and they have been slowly starting to drive me insane with their non-stop chattering and jabbering about how awesome the coming season was going to be. I know one fellow who went around for 2 weeks doing this all the time, like an addict waiting for his next hit. Or maybe that's just the world's smallest violin playing, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I have picked something that is thematically appropriate for the occasion. Here we have Dragon Lady Doppleblock. Let's get you a closer look at this label. It's definitely a very attractive label. Looks like something right off a Frank Frazetta painting. Of course, what nerd doesn't like the image of a beautiful woman wearing a metal bikini? Red Sandra really didn't know what she was starting. But as for the back label, I'm afraid there's really not much to say, other than the fact that this is 9.7% alcohol by volume, so it's quite a bit stronger than any regular beer that you might pick up in a six-pack. And no, I can only find single bottles of this. Let me see here. Imported by ICO Importers, Inc., Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, USA. So that's really all it says. There's no list of ingredients. There's no legend to try to give you hints about the company. Just that. So I suppose, without any further ado, we should get on with it. Let's see how this pours. Well, it looks like a lighter kind of beer. I guess like a wheat beer. Actually, let me get that out of my face. Not a huge amount of foam on this. That's just not a bad thing. I certainly don't like it when it foams up very thoroughly. Let's see. Well, that's certainly distinctive. A little reminiscent of, say, a Samuel Adams, but there's definitely something else there that's more akin to one of the darker kind of beers, like a Guinness. This leaves me kind of nervous about what I'm about to do. I suppose it's something fitting, because after all, this could be equivalent to a torment from Game of Thrones. Let's just hope. Here we go. I was right. Well, it's certainly appropriate that the name is Dragon Lady, because the taste is quite reptilian. It's very hard for me to pinpoint down. It's not overly bitter, but it's also not very light. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh. The taste is just very odd. It's even almost a little metallic. Perhaps some pieces of her metal bikini got left in the brewery tank. I'm afraid this is the first one that I'm going to have to give a full thumbs down to. I would not recommend this for anything. Not for a Game of Thrones party. Not for a Renaissance fair. I would not even recommend this for just needing to get a good bender. Oh. I feel like I'm not going to be puking out flames, but I definitely feel as if something else is going to come up. Oh. So, Dragon Lady, I'm sorry, you failed the test. Though you're certainly horrific enough to be on a horror-themed channel. I am the Nightmare Nerd. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've got to go.